1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome and welcome to today's video. Seriously, I'm not lying. I've been planning this video a few months ahead and finally get myself all around thoughts, details, ingredients, everything, because I just really looking forward to this. And personally, every time when I'm waiting for this moment in November, I pretty much wait from the second that I finish my shopping haul all the way to the next year. Looking forward to all the products that are coming up, restock everything that I was finished and I still needed, etc, etc. So you might already guessed it. I'm sure if you click on the video, you know what we're talking about. The Ordinary November sale! They do it every year for 23% off. I am pre-filming this a little bit earlier so I can get all the editor going on and I can upload this the first thing in November, so you guys won't miss it out. The Ordinary, I think, is no longer a brand that we're unfamiliar with. The 23% off is not just The Ordinary, you can get Neon as well. However, I feel like The Ordinary is more budget friendly for most of the people, that you can just try. Even if you don't like it, that's fine, you're not wasting a lot. Unlike Neon, some of them are more expensive. This year I'll be focusing on recommending the bestsellers from The Ordinary, and I think I haven't tried enough from Neon, but I definitely pretty much tried every single thing from The Ordinary except the launches they had this year. Which other things I will be purchasing this November? I'll purchase all of them and I'll try them and hopefully give you guys an update. There are millions of reviews outside already, so if you can't wait, definitely go ahead and check it. But if you've never used The Ordinary before or not that familiar wanting to purchase from them, oftentimes I would go ahead and check their best selling products and then try to pick from them. Even like that, it still confuses us, especially for a brand like The Ordinary. The name is not for brightening serum, not for moisturizing day cream. They just tell you it's a niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. It tells us it's a Squalane Cleanser, but you're like, what is squalane? So that's what we're doing today. I've got all the 9 products. It's on their best selling web page as their best sellers, and we're gonna go through all of them. I have literally used every single one of them, at least one empty if it's not more before, and I can give you my thoughts, go through the ingredients, what it's targeted for, how I feel, and whether I would recommend and who would I recommend it to. If this video sounds like something you enjoy, don't forget to give me a like and consider subscribe down below. I do have a few skincare, well actually quite a bit if I think about it, reviews. I'll leave the playlist to somewhere so you can check it out. Is it this way or this way? One of them. And then also in the description box below. I guess we'll start with cleansers, because the best seller on their cleanser, though they have new ones coming out, it's still their Squalane Cleanser. I have the small size, which is a 50ml, retails for $14.20, and they also have a bigger size, which is 150ml, retails for $34.90. So this is all retail price. You need to get rid of the 23% off, so everything is around $10 to $20. I emptied this ages ago and I was keeping all of my empty bottles, trying to do a full brand review, but you know what, The Ordinaries keep expanding. I should just done that video years ago, but now I think it's a good start for me to reviewing Ordinaries and share my thoughts with you now. This one claims to remove makeup and dirt. That's the main claim, and that's how I was using it when I got this. And I showed this in one of my very early empties when I started YouTube, and I'm really disliking it for makeup remover and a cleaner. Like if it's the first step of cleansing my makeup nor the second step. I really did not like the idea how it says it's a makeup remover. But over the years, as I'm getting more mature and learning more about skincare and trying to build up a very comprehensive skincare routine, I do start to find I probably will love it more than before. Still wouldn't be my favorite holy grail, but I can see why it's targeted this way. When they talk about makeup, I feel like they're talking about gentle makeup, and I'm talking about waterproof mascaras, waterproof eyeliner from like the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner that I have to use a proper remover, or lip stain. That's what I'm saying. But I think they're mainly for like a general everyday makeup look, or even a sunscreen with a bit of tint. I feel like if it's a sunscreen with tint, you can definitely use this one as a makeup remover and also to remove the dirt. But if you have a full glam makeup, this is definitely not the one to go for. The fact that it contains squalane in here is really good for moisturizing, so therefore really great for dry skins. And squalane as an ingredient is supposed to skin moisture barrier. So if you have sensitive skins and you found a lot of cleansers a bit stripping, I think this is a good one to go for. However, I still won't agree on the claim says it's a makeup remover. Not for removing makeup, not makeup in my idea, and I don't think it's for a deep clean as well. I don't feel like it cleaned that well compared to a foaming cleanser, which I'm really keen and wanting to try the two new ones they've got. They have really good reviews for both of them, and I'll see if I can knock the socks off of some of my current favorite ones, the drugstore versions that I've got. Would I recommend this to everyone? Absolutely not. Would I recommend to sensitive dry skin? Yes. So I think out of 5 stars, I'll give it a 2 star. 1 to start taking off as I don't like the claim, and 2nd star I'm taking off because I don't think it's a cleanser that I can use morning and night. And 3rd one is, in general speaking, this one is affordable, but not that affordable in my opinion. Moving on to toners, they only have 1 toner, and I think they still only have 1 toner on their website by now. It is the ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. This one, they kindly tell you the pH level. It's pretty on the acid side, which is also why a lot of people love and hate at the same time. We have a really big bottle for 240 ml. This is the only size, and it's retail for $20.50. It claims to balance uneven skin tone and texture because glycolic acid is an AHA, which is a chemical exfoliator. What it does is to get rid of dead skin cells, help the skin renew, so it definitely makes you feel more smooth and less textured, and get rid of all the dullness, so get rid of some uneven skin tones. The thing I really like about this one, besides the price point, is it tells you the concentration, so we know there's a 7% in there, especially for AHA, BHA, this sort of like a peeling, exfoliating ingredient. The concentration is really important. We have one of the stronger AHAs, glycolic acid here, and it also tells you the pH. Some of the ingredient doesn't work well together, or some products doesn't work well together when it's too acid in pH. It prefer a more higher pH level or more neutral level, etc. So it's really good at upfront, and that's one thing Ordinary is well known for, and I really like that idea, and I'm glad they're still keeping this, although they have changed founders, things happen, the price been increasing, new products are coming out. I feel like they still keep their brands, their philosophy the same, and they're true to what they're saying. And it's a nice design of the bottle as well, like it's one of those twist open, is this like a squeezing tube, so it's really easy to control the amount that you have. I feel like for this one on the face, it's a little bit too strong. 7% glycolic acid, it's not a low concentration, and they are aiming to use it every day on their website and for the face. I just don't think these two works together. You might be able to use it once in a while, like weekly or even fortnightly, monthly. Consider this is so high concentration, and not mention if you are sensitive skin and you're using other ingredients at the same time. I really think they need to put more labels and cautions, like warnings when you're using this than there already are. But I still really enjoy this one because it does work well for my body. I have KPs over my arm, you can probably still see it, and it just perfectly help me exfoliating around the skins here, and I can use it on my legs, and then I pair with oil and then body moisturizer. That's how I usually kind of do my body skincare. I really like how big bottle, I don't have to worry about I'm wasting my money and or it's too expensive that I can't afford it. I can just do a big squeeze and dab it on my arm, another one over the other side, same with my legs, and I can use it pretty much every second day when I'm doing it. So I really think this is a good one if you consider as a body toner. Body toner is a very like a strange concept, but if you really think about it, it's just your skin, right, on your body. Every step that you do for your face can be applied to your body. So I really enjoy for this purpose. Therefore, I would not recommend to everyone, but if you have KP and your skin is not super sensitive, I recommend to give it a go. It's really affordable. Out of the 5 stars, I'll give it a 3 because I do see this one's working, have a good results. 1 star taken off because of the claims, and second one is because of how I think they should be more labeling about who they're targeted to, etc. Moving on to the serums, and they have a lot of serums. 6 are all about serums. One serum that I want to talk about first, it's a really new launch actually. I purchased this year. I was gonna wait until they have the sale, but it's just so popular and I was running out the one that I was using, so you know, I was like, okay, I'll try this one. This is the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Lash and Brow Serum. I purchased a dual pack on Adore Beauty. I don't know if they have a dual pack on their Ordinary website as well. It might be like exclusive to the Adore Beauty. This one retails for $24.60 for 5 ml. This is almost like a standard size for a lash brow serum. This one claims to volumizing for fuller, thicker, stronger brow hair. I don't use it on the brows because I actually do have really natural, well-grown brows in my personal opinion. I don't need it, but I do need for my lashes. My lash is pretty thin and they are a little bit of like not fuller enough. I like some thickness, I like some lengthening, and I hope it can grow more, then that will be bonus. I think it works very well. I was really enjoying the Lancome lash serum, but that was I think around 50 something dollars here in Australia. I'm like, I'm not purchasing on a regular basis. I can go ahead if there's a gift that was purchased or something, but that was expensive. One brow serums can purchase 2 of these ones and I feel like they worked almost identical. The multi-peptide here, peptide as a general ingredient that we know is really good for strengthening and also to provide volume and looks thicker, fuller as everything it claims. I think it's a really good product that knocks off a lot of the high-end ones, the most expensive ones that we see in the market. One thing I do have to say that I don't like about this, and frankly this is actually a really big point, is the wand, like the brush. Can you see the brush is all going everywhere now? When I first received it, it was kind of together, but it was not as soft or as big as the Lancome one that I have. And now they are splitted. So when I do it on my lashes, I have to really making sure it doesn't poke into my eyes. And that's so easy to do because you're trying to get to the bottom of your lash. It happened and it hurts. It's so stiff. It's very hard bristles here. That's one thing that I'm complaining, and I hope they could improve because the neck of this is so small. You have to be exactly perfect to be in, otherwise you will break the bristle, and then once it breaks it kind of just like scattered like the way you're seeing it. It's like a broom. I want it to go together, but they're just like going that way. So although it's so good and it works really well, very affordable, I'm gonna give it a 4 stars. But I do think if you are aiming for a really affordable one, or you try the high-end one that you think they're good but they're too expensive, definitely worth to give it a go when it's on sale. Moving on to all the other serums, I've got everything here. Let's start with, let's see, the eye serum. This is the caffeine solution 5% and EGCG. This one is aiming as an eye serum, but surely you can use it for the face if you like, and that's exactly how I'm using it. It retails for $14 for 30 ml. Talking about affordable, talking about a sale on top of it. It's around $10 to get this one. I feel like I need to stock up another bottle when I do the shopping haul this time. I've been really using it every now and then, not every day, but constantly. It's sitting in my vanity. Like I can't live without it if I need to get rid of puffiness and to help me get rid of the morning swelling if I'm filming in the morning in particular. So this one aims to reduce puffiness and dark circles, and that is why it targeted around the eyes, because those are the 2 main things we have with the eye problems, and caffeine's really good for those 2. But I found it's working better in terms of getting rid of the puffiness than the dark circle. My under eye dark circle, it's more about the sleep than not getting enough. And the cure for that is to have a good sleep. All those internal things will show on the outside, and using, doesn't matter how many bottles or how expensive skincare you're using, it's not gonna help it. So I'm not aiming this for dark circle. However, puffiness, it's something that we can help. The tempura swelling because of too much water drink overnight, too late of eating or too late of asleep, or you just happen to cry after watching a movie like I do before go to bed, it can be managed and controlled in the morning and it will go away a little bit quicker. So it does provide a tempura effect, but it is working really well for me. So if I wake up and realize my face puffed, I would just do this one as my first serum after toning. I do a full drop, put it around my face, and then I will push it in, followed by a C motion massage just all around the contour of my face to help the lymph nodes get smaller. And this massaging method I actually learned from Clarence's V-Shape serum. I still have another one. I like that one as well. It's similar type of products to get rid of the puffiness of the face, so create an instant V. That's how the Clarence was claiming it. And I really love how Clarence is teaching this whole method of using it. And if you search online, there's so many ways that you can use roller jade or, you know, a gua sha and everything to get rid of that, but I like my hands. They're free and they're available all the time, and they're cleaned because I just apply the serums. I'm not wasting anything. So I like how the hand motions using it, and there's so many ways to massage this if you search online as well to find a way that works the best for you. Around the face, targeting around the eyes, there's so many ways to get the lymphatic system going and to reduce the puffiness. But putting this one, combining with the massaging method, it definitely helps, and it definitely works well for me over the 2-3 years ever I start using this one. And it pretty much suits for all skin types. Like, you don't get irritations from this. However, you also don't get a lot of anti-aging from it. So when you go ahead and purchase this one, you have to know that it's the puffiness that you're trying to work on, or hoping it helps with your dark circles a little bit. I do think it has a bit of ability in terms of getting rid of the dark circles, but I don't rely on this one solely. Therefore, I'm gonna give this one a full star. The only thing that I question about is about the dark circle, but I like everything else about it. Then let's talk about the Buffet. I mentioned the brow and lash serum is peptide serum. The Buffet is also the peptide serum, and they're no longer called Buffet. I actually enjoy the name Buffet. It just feels like a little bit of fun in terms of skincare. Now the name is just like a standard peptide serum like you see in a lot of other peptide serums. Buffet means everything they put it in, a lot of mixture of peptide, like giving your skin a buffet, which I really enjoy. This one, they have 2 different sizes. I got a feeling they have an even bigger one, but not available in Australia. We have the 30ml retails for $27.60, and then the 60ml retails for $48.50. This is definitely more expensive than when I first purchased. 3 years ago, it was around $23 if I was correct, and I was thinking this was one of the expensive ones because everything else is around $10. I have to say, it is a really good product. I'm here having a 60ml emptied bottle, so this is like a 30ml, this is like a 60ml. I gone through this as like no other. If I ever repurchase, I definitely go for the 60ml. I use it for my face and around my chest. It has, like I said, all these multi-peptide together, working together to help smooth the skin, firming the skin, and looks plumper and youthful. And that's what it claims. Smoothness, elasticity, and firming. That's the 3 main things it does. And I really love the experience of this one as well. A lot of the ordinary products are good, affordable, but the experience is a little bit meh or even tricky to work with. However, this one is so easy to work with a lot of other serums, whether you're combining or use it by itself. So I really enjoyed it, and I introduced this to my mom. And my mom is someone doesn't go into much of the skincare ingredient. She'd rather expect a high personal experience and results to tell whether this is a good or bad product. She had no idea what Buffet is. She just used it because I told her it's a facial serum, and she loved it within 2 weeks. It feels really nice on her skin, and she's got a drier skin. She felt like everything was just so tightened up when she applied, and absorbs quickly, leave a nice soft feeling, and her skin definitely felt firm and plumped after 2 weeks of using it. Definitely more obvious to her face because she's more drier and she got more wrinkles, so you see the results a lot more better. Well, versus I am more normal to combination skin and I don't have much of lines. I just felt like it was really nice. I didn't notice anything so extraordinary, but based on her personal experience, it definitely works. So I would recommend you can buy this one for yourself or as a Christmas gift for mom. It's very affordable and it's really, really good. Therefore, I'm gonna give this one a 5-star. If they keep increasing the price, I might drop it to 4. But looking at everything we have in the market, I still think this one is very high up there. It's almost unbeatable. Another serum that has been in my skincare routine for many years, just recently been moved away from it, is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%. I've done a niacinamide video recently, a video that I lost my audio, that I was like voice overing it. I'll leave that video link somewhere so you get to know the niacinamide a little bit more. And in that video, I also talked about a few niacinamide serum that I really enjoy. Mentioned this one for sure, but now I have something works even better for me and a better price and a better experience. But if you never tried niacinamide before and you like have a really good skin strength, like it's not super sensitive, this is definitely a great introductory product to starting having niacinamide in your skincare routine. Again, we have 30 mils and 60 mils, and this one have 120 mils. So maybe the buffet doesn't have 120 mils. Retails for $9.50 for 30 mils, $17 for 60 mils, and $31.3 for 120 mils. I felt like they haven't increased the price that much, but it's definitely everything getting a little bit expensive. It claims to increase the skin barrier, help with skin brightness, and help to smooth the skin, and that's exactly what niacinamide does. Like I said, the details in that video, but generally speaking, niacinamide is really good for getting rid of the dull skins, evening skin tones, and brightening the skins, and it also helps to control the sebum production, so it helps minimize pores over time, and it has anti-inflammatory property. Like, what are you after for a $10 serum? Though it is so good, I still feel like the texture, the experience of the serum can improve a little bit. This one is slightly thicker and is slightly tacky if you left it for too long. So what I like to use is after toner, quickly get a drop, wrap it all around my face, and then I'm just gonna go ahead with the next serum or my moisturizer, just lock it in straight away. If I waited it for a little bit, I start to feel that tackiness. But if you layer up very like quickly, tightly together, it's no tackiness left over. So that's really good. It has 10% niacinamide here, which is almost the highest strength. Recently, Paula's Choice, well not recently, I think if in the last couple of years, they came out with 20% niacinamide. I know it's higher, but it doesn't mean it's better. Like, the improvement could be just a little bit, but the chance of having bad reactions is much higher. So if you're after a really affordable niacinamide to almost its maximum strength, this is already it. You already have it. You don't need to get anything, and it's so affordable and it works well. I definitely see a result in terms of minimize my pores because I do have enlarged pores. I really enjoy this and I'm thankful that it brings niacinamide to my life. I would never forget when I first heard name niacinamide. I can barely pronounce it. Now I can spell it like no other. You know how niacinamide give a little right line underneath when you type it because it somehow just doesn't register as a word, but because I typed so many times, my phone would come up with niacinamide as soon as I start typing NIA. Like, that's exactly the next word it comes up as the search engine. So I really enjoy this. I do have something I like a bit better. So out of the 5 stars, I would give it a 4. Actually, maybe 3.5. One is because I found something more affordable and it's easy access, which is the LD one, but not all the time. When they're available, it's the great purchase. If not, then I'll definitely go ahead to this one. That's where I take that half stars off. The other 1 star off is because I think 10% niacinamide, it is a high strength. It's a good and it's a bad thing at the same time. If you have sensitive skin, this might not be the one. Next serum, which is the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is also one of the very first launch from The Ordinary and went viral. That's when people first noticed it. Oh my god, Hyaluronic Acid Serum can be so good as an individual. And now these days, I feel like that hype calms down a bit because we have hyaluronic acid in many skincare routines. You don't have to have a separate one, but I have to say, if you're ever just wanting to purchase a hyaluronic acid serum, this is a really good one to go for still, and very affordable still. It retails for $14.30 for 30 mils, $25.20 for 60 mils, and $45.30 for 120 mils. I like how the numbers goes very specific for certain amount, it means they're not just charging it randomly. They're really calculated, and this is exactly they need to charge you. I like that. I don't think I need to say more about hyaluronic acid serums for plumping, for hydration. It does everything it claims. And this one, it's got that multi-sized molecules. So the smaller one gets deeper into the skin and larger one seals on top, and then you layer your moisturizer. So all these water molecules will get into different layers of the skin and it won't evaporize. So it actually boosting into the skin. I have to say, over the years, because so many brands, ever since they know The Ordinary is doing this, ever since they come up with so low price, other companies are competing it, and they're coming out with different generations, new versions of hyaluronic acid serum, and still with really affordable price, or trying to bring the price down. There's definitely other ones I feel like the texture wise is slightly better than this. This one is a little bit techy. It's just a little bit. I think this and the Niacinamide serums are two serums that I think The Ordinary opened up a whole chapter of this particular ingredient in terms of skincare to the customers, that we understand more, and it gives the pressure to other companies to create even better product and to have to come back with this price. I have used the Suki ones recently that I reviewed recently. I can leave a video link somewhere. That is definitely having a better experience, but keep in mind, that serum is around $30 for 25 mils, and $30 we are talking to purchase more than 60 mils here with Ordinary without having a sale. So I still feel like if you are looking for a budget-friendly hyaluronic acid serum, The Ordinary is still the gold standard to go for. For the first-time user, for a young age group who doesn't need a lot of anti-aging, you're probably gonna start with hyaluronic acid. And I have to say, having the best hydration is the key before everything else. Out of the 5 stars, I'm gonna give it a 4 stars. The only downside is probably the texture. It could go a little bit more liquidy, but considering this came out many years ago, and when they came out, there's no other brand able to beat the price to create such a pure concentrated serum. I think they're really good. The last serum is relatively new launch, and they made into their best selling products. That tells something. This is a viral launch for sure. This is the Arigireline solution 10%, and I start using it this year and later this year, like from the second half of the year, because I keep seeing this repeatedly on a lot of the YouTubers that I follow, and they're just everywhere, to the point it's like, I can't wait for the November sale. I have to go ahead and purchase it now and just to try it out. I have to say, oh my god, no wonder it is making it to the best seller to compete with all these classic products. This is so good. I don't think I had any serum as runny as this. I don't know if you can tell, like it's just like water in the bottle, and this is actually good serums in there. So Arigireline is another peptide with a particular, this name I think is owned by Dyson. They have a technology behind it, but it is again special peptide that works particularly well for the fine lines. So when it gone viral, people saying it's Botox in a bottle, you don't have to do the injection and you can receive exactly the same results. I wouldn't say exactly the same, but they mimic the same results, where again, I think not everyone wanting to go for Botox and not everyone need it. Being aging and getting wise is a very natural process, and we should be like, I'm really happy the way I am changing every day and see the differences. I will be very scared if I'm 60 years old and I still look like 20. I'm like, something happened to me, and something a bit weird happened to me because it's just weirdly young. I'm meant to be looking like a little bit more mature over time, but definitely having this keep everything a little bit less wrinkly and looks plumper, youthful, and long-lasting. Obviously, that's all the ultimate goal of why we're using all these anti-aging skincare. Though Arigireline is a peptide serum, it is different to the Buffet. The Buffet is for overall elasticity, firming, soothing, so it's a lot plumping effect, where this one is particular for the deepest lines as described on the website. So it's really good for all the fine lines around your face or your neck. You can use it everywhere, and it's very lightweight, so you can easily incorporate this with everything that you've already using. You can just add this one on top of it. You don't feel heavy at all. It's so watery. So what I use is usually do a quick drop, just go over the lines that I want to focus on, and then I do a bigger dropper and to apply to the entire face. So I targeted the area twice. You can use it morning and night. I don't have the time in the morning, at least not every morning. Sometimes I even struggle getting out of the door on time to work. So I definitely focus more during the night time. I would highly recommend if you are struggling with fine lines and you're someone either not affordable to get to Botox, or you don't want to go to Botox for whatever reason, Botox is not the step yet, and you want to try something similar, it's really good. Bottom line, even if it's not creating the perfect result that you wish to get rid of fine lines, this one as a peptide is still really good to strengthen skin barriers, to help you retain moisturization levels. It has the basic function just as a peptide, as an ingredient in general. The last bestseller from The Ordinary is the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. So I had the 30ml one for $10.20, and they also have 100ml, so bigger than this, which retails for $21.30. I feel like this cream is a very boring cream, and that is actually a good thing about it. Boring cream means it does the basics and you won't go wrong with it. It might not be the one that you think provides multifunction, but it does what a cream needs to do. It claims to hydrate the skin barrier and keep it protected, and I feel like that is what we want for a cream to start with. It can add on so many fancy functions, but it has to do these two things first. Hydrating, nice protective barrier, and then you can add on every fancy stuff if you achieve these. This one I feel like it works for all skin types, even if your skin's undergoing issues, as well as the La Roche-Posay Cica B5 Balm are the two ones I always want to have it in my hands. It comes with a cream texture and it looks thick when you're squeezing it out, but actually it's not greasy and it's not heavy. It just blends into your skin. Whenever I had an irritation, I just applied this one. I just feel like, whew, it calms everything down. Same as the La Roche-Posay, when I skin going through irritation, I pull out one, I just feel like, it's a nice soothing cream that's hugging my skin and also healing it at the same time. I do feel like for healing property, the La Roche-Posay one's slightly better, and for this one, it's more for that hydration and strengthening of the barrier. So before you further damage your skin, go use The Ordinary, but if you're already further damaged, try the La Roche-Posay, if that makes sense. Super simple ingredient, and I think that's just exactly what we need when you have sensitive skin, or you're someone after a minimalist skincare routine. You just want a basic of basic, nothing's going wrong, super affordable. You have it, The Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors and HA. They do have a few more new moisturizers coming out in the last year that I will pick it up as well. Therefore, I think it's a 5-star product. I just don't think anything's wrong. It got everything it need to cover it, and I think I forgot to give ratings for the other two serum that I just mentioned. For the Arigireline solution, I think it's a 4-star. The only thing is about the scientific evidence, it could improve a little bit. And that is pretty much everything for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, going through all these best-selling products and like a classic cult stuff from The Ordinary. Hopefully give you a bit of an idea of what to choose from if it's the first time using it. I think it's really good for someone who's after particular ingredients, looking for affordable products, as well as someone who's new to skincare. You know, you don't want to go fancy, you're actually young, but you getting to know the ingredients at a very young early age, then congratulations, you found The Ordinary, and this is a great brand to go for. I am aiming to do more reviews on The Ordinary about some other stuff that I really enjoy but didn't make into the bestsellers. I might not be able to make it in November this year, but I'm sure it will come around in the upcoming months and maybe early 2024. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to give this video a like and consider subscribe down below. I hope you guys will stay safe and stay positive. Enjoy the discount, but shop wisely. Don't waste on the things you don't have to. It's an entire month for you to shop, so no rush. I hope you all stay safe and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! The good thing about us being a Squalane Cleanser, even if your skin is going under through a lot, I hope you really get a lot.